Out of the hundreds of new releases on DVD and video, which ones are worth your time? In a moment, on the live line, Chuck Dowling with dailyreviews.com has some selections for you, and you'll hear about them next on Jacksonville's Morning News. It's 8:24. Air Ray for Hollywood here on Jacksonville's News, Traffic, and Weather Station. It's Paul Rasmussen on Jacksonville's Morning News with Chuck Dowling. He is the editor, I guess editor-in-chief, the grand poobah, if you will, of dailyreviews.com. Good morning, Chuck.
Morning, Paul.
So you got 150 releases just this week on home video and DVD. That's an incredible number of releases.
That's normal for a week.
Really? Well, we've got things narrowed down this morning. What about the new releases? What looks good to you, Chuck?
Well, this week you've got four big ones. You've got Enough, which is the Jennifer Lopez revenge thriller. You've got Big Trouble, which is the Tim Allen film that was shelved after 9/11 thanks to its comedic terrorism storyline. Jason X, which is the latest in the never-ending Friday the 13th series. And Scooby-Doo, the summer's big live-action hit.
Yeah, the kids will like that.
Oh, yeah.
So what on DVD this week have you got that's new?
Biggest release this week is the Platinum Edition of Beauty and the Beast. The two-disc set features 3 different versions of the film and has almost an absurd amount of extras on it. It's got interactive games and sing-alongs for the kids and plenty of behind-the-scenes material and documentaries for the adults.
What about the oldies? Are there any good oldies coming our way?
A lot of stuff this week from the 70s and 80s. You've got Flashdance, Footloose, Saturday Night Fever, Staying Alive, and Urban Cowboy, all coming out for the first time.
Saturday Night Fever, really? And Staying Alive, are they offering it as a set or individually?
There is a box set of all of those films, or you can buy them individually.
Now, you've got a note here in our little exchange of information in the last couple of days about Grease's DVD. Apparently, you're recommending to people hold off on that. Why?
Yeah, an interview with the director of the film a couple weeks ago, he said that there might be a bigger and better version of the disc coming out in 2004. So you haven't bought it yet, you might want to hold off.
Now, you have a personal recommendation, kind of a little find, if you will, in the mountain of these 150 releases. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
Absolutely. It's a film called The Big Picture. It's an underrated comedy from 1989, which stars Kevin Bacon as an aspiring filmmaker who enters into the Hollywood machine and finds out he has to sell out to get a job. It's a smart film. It's very entertaining. And the DVD that's out this week has some very nice extra features on it. So even if you've never heard of it, give it a shot.
Speaking of extra features, it's one that we're going to be adding to Paul's links at WOKV.com today. And that is a link to your website, which is dailyreviews.com.
Right.
We'll hook up later in the week, and we'll talk a little bit more about your website, Chuck.
Fantastic.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Paul.
Chuck Dowling with dailyreviews.com. It's 8:27, 27 after the hour. On News Talk 690 WOKV, Paul Rasmussen with our traffic and weather on the 7s. It's time for the Skyplane check and Captain Kelly.